Okay, this is Warren. In this article, we're going to show you how to tag land records in the Investment Dominator, and we're going to show you how to execute an advanced search for those records that have phone numbers, and search for them with specific counties. The first step in this process is going to be to create your tag. And you come up here under the Customize menu, select Customize, and you want to generate your tag. Under Tags, simply come over and Add Tag, and you can specify any tag name you like. This one will be basically Phone Lee for Lee County 0727. That is today's date, and we're going to say add the tag. Once the tag is created successfully, you may want to associate this tag with various records so that you can later on search for this tag and find specific records for Lee County. And in order to associate or add this tag to specific records in the Investment Dominator, all it's necessary to do is select those records. Here we're selecting them manually. I can also come up and select these records by using my search facility and using a property ID range. I could search for any of these records using this property ID range, and I could select then several hundred records or as many records as I so desire at this point. For the demonstration, I'm just going to select, here we have 5, let's go on and select 6 records here. And I'm going to tag them with the tag I just created. And once I say tag, all of the tags that are available to me will come up and be displayed. I just selected the tag I created, which is Phone Lee 0727 for today's date. And now I'm going to confirm that this is the way I'm actually going to add this tag to the 6 land records I just, and tag them all at the same time. Say, okay, close. So now, all of these records that I just tagged, if I were to go in and edit the record, now have my Phone Lee 0727 tag associated with it. So that's basically how you're going to add the tags to the record. Next, if I were to go away for several weeks and I want to come back now and I want to find all of my Lee County records that are in the Investment Dominator, I could be several pages in, but I want to find any records for Lee County, and I want to specify, make sure they all have phone numbers. So if I were to come in here and edit the record, I want to make sure there's a primary phone number that is present. As you can see, this record does not have one. And I want to select so I want to say for this specific date, I want to have all my Lee County records with a phone number present that I tagged on this particular date. So I'm going to enter my advanced search, and the first thing I'm going to say or select is I want to make sure I have my county records. So I'm going to select county equal to Lee. Now, in order to find the search on the rest of the criteria, I want to add my rule. And I want to say that the primary phone is not empty. So the phone primary is not empty. So, and I want to make sure I find wherever I tagged where I used my tag that I just created, which is phone Lee 0727. Now, anytime we create an advanced search, you always want to make sure you save that search. So I'm going to call this one phone Lee, and so that's going to be the name of our saved search. Once I select OK, this is always going to be in my saved search. So, and it gives me the message that my search has been saved. So now when I go ahead and execute this search right here, as you can see, all of these records that I tagged previously with that tag, phone and Lee and 0727, all of them, if you go in here and edit them, you'll find that they all have a primary phone number and they have my associated tag on them, and they are all for Lee County. So basically, within the Investment Dominator, you'll be able to search no matter how many records you have, or maybe what even the status of those records are. For any records that you tag, this facility or this function can be used to tag records that you may want to go back and check a month or so from now. If you want to do a second or a third offer, this is the way you can tag records and then create your advanced search. Once you create your advanced search, you can always go back and execute. Bring up that advanced search and you can execute it right there on the spot, and you can pull up all of those records. Now that you've also saved your advanced search, it allows you also to come into your report section within the Investment Dominator, and you can also come under all of your saved searches, and you can find the search that you just created, which is this phone Lee 0727, and you notice it has an associated number. This tells me the number of records that are going to be pulled up for this specific advanced search. If I left click on that and execute it, it executes that search even from my reports section. So therefore, you have the ability to advance, to answer, or to execute this from within the advanced search, bringing up your advanced search, or you can go right into your report section, look up that saved search, and execute it from your reports at the same time. So this article hopefully shows you how to create your advanced search, how to search for tagged records for specific counties and that have specific data such as a primary phone number. And that's how you would handle this in the Investment Dominator.